And we've got the do-it-all back, Austin Eckler. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Chargers and the Chiefs under the lights on Thursday night.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gardner. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his 3rd season, it's Justin Herbert.
It feels like hyperbole, but it's actually reality. In only 2 seasons, we've seen Justin Herbert do things rarely or never seen before in the NFL. He's one of only 9 quarterbacks now with a 5,000-yard passing season and made the Chargers a top 5 offense for the first time since 2010. He's also the only quarterback to ever throw at least 30 touchdowns in each of his first 2 seasons and set a record for completions over that same span.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Eckler going to get it again on. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here comes the Kansas City offense, and in his 6th season of conducting this high-powered attack, coming off 4 straight Pro Bowls, it's Patrick Mahomes.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. Another catch for Valdez Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, then what we're discovering on this drive, answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get turned all loose.
That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. From the 6. And they'll get him down in. To 27. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
On second down, Eckler. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Only 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Herbert now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Down inside the 40. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 84 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. And find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Allen's first catch. Good for a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Give him another one right back to Allen. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Herbert. And incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. A throw there, but that's going to wind up being complete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well?
And it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 4th down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert going deep here for Allen. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football. We witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it will set up third down.
Well, I would have figured up to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's third down.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over their own 30-yard line. The Chiefs off. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. play. It's Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what key to victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As we all know, Kansas City loves speed at the wide receiver position. And Marquez Valdez-Scantling, he's averaged over 17 yards per catch for his 4-year career, and he runs a 4.37 40. With Patrick Mahomes as a quarterback, expect that speed to translate into big shots downfield.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes, and he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Butker on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. He got back on track after 2 early interceptions with a touchdown pass on the last drive. And now they'll start here again, 1st down. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll get this up past the 45 and the 47. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he has down right at the 45. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. An inside give to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And the round is on. It's 24-0. So everything else is going right in this first half. Kind of follows it a week for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more into the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's going, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay,
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd and 4. Now Edwards-Helaire. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Now
a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They started on the ground, and he loses the football a 2nd time. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still.
That has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how frequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic, and as noted, they still have a half a ball to play.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the rout is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers ready to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. To the air again, Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Herbert off of play action. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett from 6 yards away. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They got 29 yards that time.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
first and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Once more, here's Eckler. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendencies. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's caught right side by Palmer. So back-to-back plays, each good nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Out of the gun, Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see...
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Carlos Dunlap, his 2nd sack of the night. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and a couple. Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Running on first down, Eckler. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Short completion, just 4 yards. That'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. Up a 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and it just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 99 yards on the ground for him so far.
After he makes this 100-yard night, I love the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On third down, here's Eckler. Oh, good move. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On first down, Justin Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And he comes back with one complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now a give running left is Eckler. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Spiller. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 152 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Up the middle with Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they'll get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down movement. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, it's Spiller. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the 1st, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run. But how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary 1st step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few 1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. open man. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, first down. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. Here's Hardman to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second down at 5. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Here's the Chiefs punter now. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They started on the ground with Eckler. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Herbert on first down now. That's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they will take a knee here. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Oh, he fakes a spike. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to make it a 2-score game. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Pass complete. Now race for the marker. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And they take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to transfer.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. just shy of midfield. Herbert caught by Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Herbert throwing again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Being chased out left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game. They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Here's Mahomes. He's got Smith-Schuster. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. And this one's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Mahomes. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Coaches tell us, well, when you start on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as a empirical.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield. The one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered a loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Chiefs, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.